beyond the push-up. Hey guys, it's Fayon back with another video today. I want to show you guys how to progress the push-up in an alternative way other than thinking about just going onto that one-arm push-up or handstand push-up route. I've got a few variations, interesting variations for you to give a go at. There are some nice little challenges which will show you different ways of how to vary your support position to make it harder and increase this complexity in terms of how to organize your body in these quite challenging positions. I really like to mess around with them. They're a very, very good strength development tool, worth exploring for sure. I'm excited to share this one with you guys today. Here we go. Here we're going to look at an introduction to the 3-point push-up concept. It's called a 3-point push-up because we end up using only 3 points of support, being the hands and 1 foot. This is different to a normal push-up where there are 4 points of support, being the 2 hands and the 2 feet, and then the handstand push-up, which is a 2-point push-up where you only use your hands to support your weight. In this video, I'm going to show you some variations on how to use this concept of the 3 points of support and how you can vary this so that it can be used all the way from a beginner level to a very advanced level. I will show you how to progress, not only thinking about traditional strength, but also how you organize the body to enter into different positions efficiently. The first progression of the push-up is where we're going to extend the leg behind us in the 6 o'clock position, if you can think about it like the hands of a clock directly behind you. From a squat position, we're going to place our hands close to our feet, not far away from our feet, and this is done on purpose, which is different to a regular push-up. The reason for this is so that we have to experience how we shift our body weight forward and backwards, not just up and down like a regular push-up, and so it is more complex than a normal 4-point support push-up. I have to lean forward to take more weight into my hands to make my foot light so that I can lift it off efficiently. This is an important principle. To move the extended foot freely, we have to use our other points of support, being the hands and the other foot, to take in the full amount of our weight so that the other leg becomes weightless. When you learn how to really transfer your weight into these remaining points of support, you can learn how to organize yourself around these 3 points, such as here in this example, like a fulcrum, where I can tilt forward and backwards, and it depends on how much weight I am taking into my hands and into that foot. My torso also shifts forward so that it can act as a counterweight to the extended leg. When beginning this variation, it can be tempting to place your hands far away from you, which will turn it into a regular push-up. But challenge yourself and place your hands close to your feet, which will force yourself to learn how to organize around in this less efficient position. We also want to avoid flaring the elbows out and instead want to screw our elbows in close to our body, which will result in a more stable shoulder position. Once you begin to understand the first version, we can start to progress the difficulty in complexity by changing the position of the extended leg. In this version, the leg extends laterally away from the body at a 90-degree angle. Now we have to learn how to organize our weight when the leg extends in a different direction. Notice in this push-up how now I have to slightly lean to the opposite direction on my left hand to counterweight against this leg extending to the right. This is where the 3-point push-up differs from just the normal 1-arm push-up, which is also a 3-point push-up, but you can see here, by manipulating our leg in different directions, this causes us to learn how to transfer our weight across the 3 points of support in a different way. Now, the left hand will be taking more weight than before. Even though there are 3 points of support, it doesn't mean that the level of support each point provides is the same. Remember this principle as we move on to some other progressions. The next variation is to extend the leg laterally across the body. We now have to learn how to push up when there is a rotational or twisting element involved. As the leg extends laterally across the body, the torso and the back foot has to pivot and twist to accommodate for this movement. As I perform the push-up, Notice how I extend the leg directly across the body in a 90-degree angle. It can be common to try to place the leg in a different angle to reduce the amount of rotation required for this push-up. Resist this and directly think about as if you're trying to kick someone across your body. The next progression is to return to the rear extended leg, but now you're going to raise your leg high in the sky, as high as possible. This is going to change the movement so that you have to take even more weight through your hands and lean your torso in a different angle as opposed to the first variation. This is very similar to a pike push-up, a progression for the handstand push-up, except we have the added complexity of the extended leg. In the next progression, we look to combine the elements of raising the leg combined with the rotation. We now perform the 3-point push-up, but with the leg we reach over so that we try to reach across as far as possible over to our left and our right hand. We are now testing ourselves of all the concepts that we have learned and practiced so far. How can we organize ourselves around these 3 points of support? How can we manipulate our torso and our body weight into these different positions so that we can get our foot all the way across as much as possible over our right and our left hands? We have now progressed the difficulty of the 3-point push-up concept beyond just the perspective of strength, but also through the lens of body organization, transfer of weight, which becomes very useful in other topics such as locomotion. We can keep on exploring this concept and increasing the difficulty by changing where our points of support are placed. Here I am placing my hands in an archer push-up position with one arm extended straight and the other arm bent and performing the first progression. Again, this makes it harder not only through the perspective of strength, but how can you organize your body and shift your weight to achieve this push-up position? You can also change the hand positions, such as shown here, so that you can perform both sides arches on the same extended foot. Just by making this small modification already makes the first beginner progression much harder. Remember to swap hand positions so that you can learn how to organize your body when the hand is extended to the left or when it is extended to the right. You can use this archer progression in all the variations that we tried before, with the leg extended laterally out from the body and also with the leg extended across the body. At this point, this is where I open it up for experimentation for the 3-point push-up concept to you. You can vary your positions of your points of support and see how you can organize whilst extending the leg in different directions. If you're up for the ultimate challenge, then I invite you to try the Scorpion Archer Push-Up, which is where you put your hands in the Archer Push-Up position, and then with the leg, you try to reach that across to both the left and the right arm. This is really difficult, it almost did me. Use these instructions as a point of research, of ways to explore the push-up, this support position which we can use to navigate through the ground in order to manipulate our body weight into all these different challenging complex organizational patterns, and notice how that even within this simple framework of a push-up we can explore it in infinite interesting ways. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed these push-up variations. Really interesting and a great challenge. Let me know how you go, and if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, subscribe to this channel, The Passive Hang, if you haven't already, or go to the website, thepassivehang.com. Alright, I can't wait to share with you more content, more videos. I really love sharing all the things that I learned from my own movement practice and spread it to the wider world. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.